morning, 5 for 5 friends. This is going to be a follow-up from last week because look at the shirt I found after we talked about self-confidence last week. And it's hanging here because, of course, I had to wash it and dry it. And how about a vote? Does everybody have to wash their clothes before they wear them when you buy them? Yes, please, and thank you. Some people say no, and I live in a house with a person who says, just put it on. So anyway, whatever your choice is, neither one is right or wrong. It's what's best for you, right? So I washed mine, and here it hangs. So anyway, it is a follow-up from last week because we talked about self-confidence and how our confidence is sometimes based on past failures. If we didn't do something well, now we have in our mind that we can't do it at all or we're going to fail again. And sometimes it's based on what other people have said about us or to us. And so regardless of the situation, many times we have a lack of self-confidence either across the board in everything or in just certain situations. Well, last week I talked about the cool thing about self-confidence is that we can build self-confidence and we can practice self-confidence. And because there's so many benefits of self-confidence, such as, you just feel better about yourself altogether. No matter what you're doing, if you're confident about it, chances are you're going to do a better job at whatever you're doing just because you have that self-confidence. It kind of gives you the edge, so to speak. They say when you're self-confident, you have more energy and you're happier. And so my point was, wow, if those are the benefits, let's at least try to build our self-confidence and to practice our self-confidence. So I gave some tips last week, and that's why I wanted to follow up to see if you had a chance to work on those. We talked about things like getting rest and taking care of ourselves physically. We talked about putting past failures behind us and not worrying about those. And if anyone has given us negative talk about ourselves, to forget about those things. We talked about not comparing ourselves with anyone else, those kinds of things. So I hope that you've had time to practice. But what my favorite part of last week was, I asked you to think of 2 sayings that you would repeat over and over. And then I found it on a shirt. I can and I will. And so I said, practice that in every situation where you don't feel confident. And you don't have to say it out loud. Sometimes we're in a situation where we're around a lot of people and we can't say it out loud, but we can say it in our mind. And part of saying I can and I will is also blocking out any negative thoughts. So the moment you start thinking, I can't do this, or I'm scared, or I'm going to fail, we have to take control of that negative thought first and get rid of it. And then we have to start saying these 2 things. I can and I will. I can and I will. Everybody repeat after me. I can and I will. I can and I will. Please, please, please say this to yourself out loud, whatever it takes, anytime you're in a situation where you're not confident. Have a great day.